folks?
What's going on, guys? Just trying to even this up really quick. All right. What's up,
Welcome,
y'all?
welcome to Conscious at Night.
How you guys feeling? Hope y'all doing marvelous.
Mm-hmm.
As we have a marvelous topic to actually talk about, y'all.
Yes.
Because it don't just got anything to just do with I, but it's us, we. And yeah, we gonna hop right into this thing, yo, man. We really want to get to we really want to like get into some stuff, man. Some really important stuff, yo. Some heartfelt stuff, if anything. But we want to talk about the power of love, unlocking that power of love, yo. It's really important to understand that love, for the sake of this video, we're gonna use love,
Mm-hmm.
but we want everyone, for the sake of this video, to understand too, though, that love is acceptance of oneself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we can call love a lot of things, including God. God is love.
Mm-hmm.
You are God. You are love. Love is acceptance of oneself. You are acceptant and acceptance of oneself.
Mm-hmm.
And we are all accepted. So,
Yes, yes.
yeah, here we go. Let's dive into it. And then also too, at the end of this live, for those that come in latter, in the latter part of the live, yeah, we gonna, any questions, we'll always go through the chat, and then we'll always talk about those questions too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then also too, if you guys ever wanted to, like, for real, we ain't never really like did this. I don't know how to do this, but if anybody ever wanted to just like talk about something particular that we've said inside of the message, we'll do that. But again, we just try to like get through everything, and then we'll go from there. But outside of that, yo, let's dig in. Let's dig in, yo. So we're gonna be talking about, like I said, the unlocking the power of love, and we want to start to talk about one of the like 4 points for, in a sense, love. For real, I would say I want to start off with um, igniting the soul. Igniting the soul. What love does when it comes to igniting our souls.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, um, it kind of like, love did this thing to me. And I almost compare it to the movie The Grinch,
Mm-hmm.
where the Grinch his heart was so like, it's like, I can't even make, it was like so tiny,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And it was, but this little who, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was so profound to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all seen this movie, The Grinch, man? Come on. Like, it was so much happening in this Grinch's reality, where it was just like, it was always putting him in a position to be something other than what he chose and was choosing to be, based on just anger, pain, rejection, and all of that. Like, for real, even when I seen the movie, one Jim Carrey played in, because that was my favorite Grinch. But when he was in school and they were talking about him and stuff, like, dude, that hit me. I was just like, ooh, man.
Yeah.
I remember when I was talked about in school, and I
Yeah.
remember what that did to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, I ain't look like that
Mm.
by no stretch. But the fact that I can feel what, you know, that character, the Grinch, was feeling, I was just like, dang. But then when I started to see his heart just grow and grow and grow,
Mm-hmm.
towards the end of that movie, and when he was, getting ready to save the girl, and he was pulling up that sleigh and pulling it and pulling it and pulling it, and his heart just was getting bigger, and he started getting stronger, and it was just like, oh, let's go. Everybody was rooting for the Grinch, yo. Like, that's what I love. Like, and to me, that's what happened. That I began to just get very cold without knowing that I was getting cold.
Mm.
And I started to gain like more conscious knowledge and all of this stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see why, you know, like love edifies, you
Mm.
know, what knowledge and listen, yeah, knowledge can puff you up if you don't have acceptance of the knowledge that you are actually receiving. The thing was with me, man, I was replacing knowledge with love and acceptance. It was like, man, I looked at humanity. Listen, I almost like checked out. I almost checked out on humanity because in my mind I was just like, bro, this can't be real, bro.
Mm.
None of this is real.
Mm-hmm.
It's true me. It's like seriously,
Right.
and that's kind of just it just turned me off. It turned me off, yo. It was just like, dude, none of this is real, bro. Like, why am I
Mm-hmm.
here? Like, I felt like I was in a big old hallway of a world where every time I walked outside and every step that I took, I was hearing my own echo. I'm just like, yeah, bro, this is just, oh,
Right. So fake.
yeah. And I get it. You know, some people go through that. Some people go through that those periods where it just get to the point where they don't realize, and sometimes we don't know, like all this world that you need just needs compassion.
Mm.
Um, the world that I lived in was, in my mind, was an artificial reality,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was like, all right, well, that flame, that big heart that I used to have for humanity, because I used to look at humanity as a version of myself. But then I don't know, it just slipped away from me, man. It
Mm-hmm.
did. It really slipped away from me. And again, I just got to the point where I was like, I was checking out because I'm like, dude, this is nah, man, you can't fool me. But yeah, but that did kind of like dim my light. It
Mm-hmm.
dimmed my light. It dimmed my in a sense my purpose, my sense of purpose. My purpose was to be love. My purpose was to be light. And yeah, I just got away from it. Just got away from it. And even when it comes to like compassion for myself, when it comes to acceptance of myself, and when it came to just caring more and being more empathetic even to myself, when I shut that off within myself, it was like easier to do that with the reality that I thought I was artificially just in anyway. So it was just kind of like I didn't have that flame no more, and I was just kind of like, bro, I was just waiting. I was just waiting, bro, on the train to come, yo. Choo choo. All right. Yeah, my starship is right there.
Right. Beam me up.
Yeah, and
I'm outie.
but it take going beyond yourself. It took me going beyond myself. Um, even trusting my soul, something that I got out of touch doing because again I started just focusing on knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and not, in a sense, the love and the acceptance
Mm-hmm.
of my soul expressing itself in this reality and experiencing this creation of this life.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was like, dude, it took a moment for my soul to be ignited with that flame again because I went beyond myself to find my soul, that part of that aspect that I was missing. And man, it was probably one of the greatest things that I've probably done in all 33 of my years was to travel to a place in my life to find something that I feel like I lost.
Yeah.
And once I found that flame, it was like, oh, dude,
Mm-hmm.
okay, let's slowly fan this thing because
Right.
we ain't letting this thing go dim no more. Like, let's go, bring the flame, bring on the fire.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's to me, that's how I would say love ignited my soul. It ignited my soul in a way where I was allowing my soul to express itself, even at the point of rejection, not to be right, not to be wrong, but to be free.
Mm, yeah.
So yeah, I would say it will be elevating now our vibration. What would you say in regards to that?
Elevating our vibration. So, how love helped me to elevate my vibration?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said it. Acceptance. Through acceptance. Love being acceptance was the turning point for me, and being able to raise my vibration. So, from the from the jump, from the start, going on my spiritual journey, um, I came to the realization that I'm love. Oh, okay. So I'm love. So what is love? Man, like love is acceptance. Love is patient. Love is kindness. All
Mm-hmm.
these things, right? And you know what I had to do with that? With knowing that? Oh, okay. So this is love, and I'm love. But hold on, wait. I don't really look like how this is saying.
Mm-hmm.
There are areas in my life where it's like you don't quite line up
Yeah.
to this image of love exactly. And so there was some conflict in my identity for quite some time, and knowing exactly truly who I am. And so with time, going within, taking time, meditating, and just really sitting with myself and um, doing the shadow work, um, to realize what is in the way of me truly knowing and identifying and becoming this love that I know I am. And through that, bit by bit, things
Mm-hmm.
surfaced. Things began to surface more and more. Um, I'm seeing things like fear that's loud, that's loud all over the place within me. So much stuff that hadn't been addressed. So many things that just fell by the wayside or
Mm-hmm.
swept under the rug, put in the closet with the key locked. Don't you dare go in there. It's
Right.
craziness. Like, and you know what that craziness was, or what I thought it was, or what it was? It was just me.
Mm-hmm.
It was just me. And what was needed to be done was, with this new identity of myself as love, I had to take the key of acceptance, which is how I see it. It was that key of acceptance, um, of truly taking time to love myself and know that I'm worth facing myself. I'm worth facing everything that is screaming and has been screaming out to me that I am not this, when I know that I am, though. Like, I know that I know that I know that I am. It's just a bunch of stuff that's just piled up and cluttered, and it's hard for me to truly see myself clearly
Yeah, yeah.
right now.
Yep.
I had to go through all of the stuff that was piled on top of who I truly am. But with the key of acceptance, man, I turned that key, and here we go. The closet bust open, and just about everything fell out of it that I had been ignoring. Those aspects of myself, my shadow, the part of me that had been neglected, the part of me that I was unaware of, or that I had forgotten about, that has always been there. So utilizing that key of acceptance and just knowing who I am and love, taking time with each and everything to face, to accept every part of me, every version of myself that was left, you know, what that was just left. That was just left as it was, without without truly, without truly the care and the time and the healing that was needed to be taken with it. Taking time to do that um, is what shifted and made the change. The transmutation of those areas and those aspects of myself from fearful, from doubting, from anger, from abandonment, from all these different things that were a part of me that again were left undressed. Um, Taking time to face those things, accept them, because that's really the key, was being able to accept it, and then from there, transmuting it, returning that aspect or that energy that is me back to myself as I am, as love, with that knowledge of, like, this is just me. This is just me. And it's going to take me. It's going to take me being that light to myself, which I am.
Yeah.
And I'm just realizing more and more that I am that light and I am the actual healing that is needed in those areas.
Mm.
Taking that time to do that um, brought about restoration. It brought about the healing, and it still is in certain areas. The more and more I am sitting with myself and taking time to do that shadow work, like man, like it's like a daily thing. It's a daily thing, but it's worth it when you know that it's just you. And it's just you and your ability to be able to truly embrace yourself because you get to,
Yeah.
but because you can, and because you're not limited to anything of just a low vibrational um, concept or version of yourself. Things like fear, um, anger, resentment, grief, all of these things are of a lower vibrational frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Things like love, joy, peace, these are high vibrational aspects or parts of who we are,
Yeah.
of who we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, love, though, acceptance is the key that I was able to use and I have been using to be able to transmute, to transform those lower vibrational aspects or parts of me and allow the healing to take place to where now I have raised my vibration from out of those low vibrational, you know, um, parts or aspects to more of a high vibrational being or state.
So how would you say then? Why would you say that you were able to transcend in all of those? Like, I know you mentioned a few of them. So just give me an example though, like of a couple of how were you able to transcend in a sense those limiting beliefs?
Mm-hmm.
Like how did love in a sense help you transcend like some limiting beliefs that you were having within yourself?
Hmm. Um, so, um,
I would say in light of too, like new concepts, creating like new
mm-hmm,
concepts for yourself,
mm-hmm,
letting go of old
yeah.
concepts that ain't really like serving you in light of low vibrational emotions and
Mm-hmm.
things like that.
Well, for example, um, I mentioned this on our Evolution Friday in regards as to, like, man, it got to a point where I began to, like, subconsciously suppress my soul and not allow myself to express myself due to a younger age. When I was a younger age, um, I used to just say whatever would come up and come out and just freely express myself,
Yeah.
but it kind of got me caught up in a little bit of trouble in regards to with my parents. to the point where um,
They weren't ready.
they weren't ready, I guess. They weren't ready for that kind of freedom. No, but it got to the point where um, my mom was pretty much just like, "Hey, yeah, so you kind of just gotta back it off when it comes to talking to your dad at times, and just um, just freely again, just expressing how I felt, when it would be like something I didn't agree with, or, I would say it. I would make it known, But it got to the point where I guess she felt like it would getting along the lines of being a bit disrespectful. And so her advice to me was to just kind of zip it,
Mm-hmm.
let him express what he wants to say, even if you don't agree, and just kind of just let it ride, let it go. Well, that was a concept, a limiting concept that I realize now, that I took on, um, as a belief and a way of doing things, to the point where I just kind of shut down, and I stopped freely just expressing how I would feel, and that even turned even further into just like a little like lower self confidence even, and just being able to express myself, being okay with that, not knowing if I'm going to say this or that, am I going to offend somebody, or I mean, I'm not trying to or whatever. I want to express myself, and this is just how I'm used to doing it. But it got to the point where over the years, I just started getting comfortable in not expressing myself as I used to. And from that, like I said, it got to the point where I just wasn't as even confident and expressing myself, and life for me just seemed to get kind of like dull
Mm-hmm.
and seemed mediocre, I would say. But for the longest, again, it was just something that, I mean, I just didn't face, I didn't realize that because of that kind of limiting belief or thinking that I got accustomed to, and not expressing myself and suppressing actually my soul, um, it affected my relationships, and it affected my life greatly. Like I said, things just started to seem just more of just like blah.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's exactly how I would feel at times, just kind of sitting in the background of things and
Mm-hmm.
getting comfortable with that. But all deep down inside, I wasn't okay. I
Man,
wasn't okay. I didn't know how to face the fact that I feel like I don't even know how to be me, like what truly authentically I am and how I would like to express myself.
mm-hmm.
Um, but love. Love was the key to transcending my limiting beliefs of myself or about myself, and getting out of a melancholy kind of just day to day routine of a blah, of a reality, um, to change that. And it was changed through a new concept.
Okay.
Creating a new concept is what helped me to transition or transform from a limiting belief of myself, or an idea and concept that I took on from a young age,
Mm.
to now knowing that no, I can create a new concept. I will express my soul. I will allow myself to express myself. I will, I choose to just allow myself to be and to express exactly how I feel. I
Mm-hmm.
will no longer, in a sense, sit on the sideline and just kind of watch life go by, because this is truly my reality. This is truly my world. And I can have so many ideas within me, and creation just brewing, but me not expressing and getting it out is like just a blank canvas.
Oh my
Like my
God.
expressing my soul is the paint, and it's what gives color and life and meaning to me. And so, you know, I decided like, no, I will express myself. My soul will speak. And that was how I was able to transcend just this mindset of, oh, I'm okay just being like this, I guess. And this is how my life has to be. It does not. It does not. So creating a new concept definitely has helped me to transition from a limiting belief of me. This is
Yeah.
me now. No,
Yeah, I like that though.
to now expressing my soul freely because I can, I choose to.
That's tough because it can be a thing to get in a habit of not really like expressing yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you finally get to a point where you're now finally opening up, it's
Mm-hmm.
almost like you a baby
Yeah.
and you starting
Yes.
to use your words, and they go from goo goo
And that's even uncomfortable.
to
Trust.
gaga.
That's even uncomfortable, but that's okay. I will express.
Yeah, and always we get to express ourselves because it is it's in a sense we don't want to we don't got to talk about just like freedom of speech,
Mm,
but yo, it's what your soul actually wants to do.
yeah.
I was I was like, I had anxiety, yo, and even still, like today, I was just like, man, dealing with doing some shadow work and dealing with anxiety today. Like when I talk to y'all, yo, I'm healing.
Mm-hmm.
Like this ain't. I done got to the mountaintop
Mm-hmm.
and I'm beating my chest and I'm telling everybody now about it. Nah, like if I'm climbing and I'm scraping my leg, I'm scraping my arm, you're gonna be the first to know. Whether I say ouch, whereas before I wasn't even saying that. I was like, I ain't saying nothing because ain't
Right.
nobody gonna know nothing. So, but now it's not like that now. I think we all can learn within ourselves when we give ourselves the freedom to, which actually like leads to the last point, which is about love and how love helps with human connection. Now, I'm gonna like put emphasis on human connection because I really want to point out that we are all light manifested in low vibrational dense energy, which you can now actually see and feel and touch. And in this reality that we use our five senses to be able to do that because everything around us is energy, whether it is still or whether it is almost so still to where you can really see it as a solid.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if y'all have, you know what I'm saying, been in a trance states where things kind of just look wavy at times, but that has happened with me, dude. Like, I realized that day, like, okay, man, like, stuff is energy, yo. Because even my hand, you know, in the movies where in the Matrix, where they used to move their hands and it would be like 30,000 hands following that one hand, but it was just a wave of hands.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just energy. That we are all literally just energy amongst each other, and
Mm-hmm.
we're just in different shades of light in a sense. So, but if we all look at ourselves as energy, then there's no separation amongst us.
Mm-hmm.
I will confess for sure that it was a small portion of time in my reality where I was just like, nah, I ain't human. Mm-mm. And it was just my ego wanting to be different. And I wanted to be more different than I actually was.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, yo, I'm energy. I didn't know I was energy. I just like I'm God, bro. Hey, you're right. Don't you dare call me human. That word. But nah, in all honesty, it was very humbling to realize that reality. And yeah, my wife know that I got that light quote, man, and about all of us being energy and all of us being one, and no one is different from one another. I think the objective of us being in a reality where there are many is who's going to see that even though there are many in this reality, the objective is to see many as one, but all give the respect to our individuality when it comes to our souls being able to express itself in divine connection with its source. When it comes to the human connection and what love does, love brings all things back together as one. I mean, all things. Because there comes an appreciation for all things when one loves themselves.
Yeah.
Again, if I don't love me first, if I don't accept me first, I can accept nothing outside of myself.
Yeah.
Everything outside of myself is just a mirror version of my frequency. It is just me. But everything that I see in my reality, although it has its individuality, when I see it, I see me. So if I don't accept me, but I still see me when I see you, then I won't accept you if I still don't accept me. If I see you as I see myself, but I accept me, then I accept you automatically. It's byproduct.
Yeah.
There may be a lot of different things that's going on right now in this world, and I don't want to get into all of it because it's just not necessary right now. But the things that I do want to talk about and I do want to express when it comes to human connection is that we first must to take accountability. We must take accountability and love ourselves, accept ourselves. It's a lot of hurt, it's a lot of pain. For myself personally, I can't connect with something outside of myself if I first can't connect with the inside, the divine self of who I truly am. If I don't have no connection with inside of myself, dude, I ain't connected with nothing and nobody. I will be cut off from society, not from karma, but I will cut myself off. I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with reality. I don't want nothing to do with people. I'm cool. But it's a lot of hurting people. And the reason why I can say that, because I didn't even know how bad I was hurting. I didn't know how much I was in pain.
Yeah.
I was sitting on this joint, yo. You ever been hurt so bad, bro? You don't even care no more. Something ever hurt so hard on your life and your body, you just like, bro, I don't give a fork, bro. This whole leg can fall off, dude. I don't even care. Like, no, but that's how it got for me. It was like I was in so much pain that I just became numb to it.
Yeah.
So it was hard to even convince me that I was hurting.
I've been there, numb. Yes. For
So
sure.
when it comes to those who are dealing with like pain right now, yo, when it comes to those that are hurting right now, yo, I feel your pain, yo. You ain't the only one hurting. You ain't the only one that's bleeding. You ain't the only one that's crying. If you crying, I'm crying with you, yo. If you bleeding, I'm bleeding with you. If you hurting, I'm hurting with you. Cause that's what it's about. You don't have to sit in the dark by yourself anymore. When we all go within ourselves and we literally heal ourselves, when we take those time and we really like start to face ourselves, this is how we change the world. We first change the world within ourselves, and as we continue to change the world within ourselves and we start healing ourselves, it is automatic that the world around us starts to vibrate in the exact same reflection of what we are doing within ourselves. The new heaven and the new earth starts with the thinking, and it starts with the inner healing of our hearts. If that love cannot ignite the flame and bring the connection back within yourself, there can be no human connection. There can be no light manifested that's connected back to its source. We are all a part of one source. We are all a part of the same energy. We are all destined to connect again through healing our own selves, through trusting our own selves, through allowing ourselves to go through the darkness of ourselves, all of that fear. Listen, even Jesus said, I did not come to bring peace, but a sword.
Mm.
This ain't about being quiet. This is about expressing yourself, being the light of the world, a city on a hill. This is why we here. This is why we here. We're here to connect. We're here to do the healing. We're here to remember everything about ourselves and who we truly are, even at the point of pain, even at the point of hurting, yo. Even if we gotta cry sometimes, even if we bleeding and it's just gushing out everywhere, yo. Like, it does not matter when you get to express yourself and you get to feel finally again and you get to allow yourself to experience just a moment of freedom, regardless of if you right or wrong. You are free when you can express yourself outside of that reality of having a number of, yo, I was right this time. Connect, lock arms. Because that's all this world really needs inside of you, is someone to care enough.
Yes.
Again.
Yes. Love is the answer.
That's it. Love is really the answer. That's the highest form of vibration. It's the highest form of vibration. And it's the very thing that lifts us in our darkest times. And listen, embrace your dark moments. Embrace fear. It's not about just being light. It's not about just being love. Man, you darkness too.
All of it.
You everything that ever existed in your reality. When stuff come up, when those emotions and those feelings come up, feel that joint. It's coming up for a reason, but just know you ain't alone. You're not alone in your reality. Yes, you're the only one that has to face everything that is going on with you, and you got it. You can. You will. And if I don't see myself free, if I don't see myself healed, if I don't see myself whole, I can't see you healed. I can't see you free. I can't see you whole. So I'm choosing every single day while I'm hurting. I'm choosing every single day while I'm in pain. I'm choosing every single day while I'm crying. I'm choosing every single day while I'm still looking at scars and bleeding coming down at times. I'm choosing every single day to still see myself healed, still see myself whole, still see myself as accepted, still see myself worthy. Even when I sometimes want to play the victim, even when I turn myself into the villain sometimes, I'm still choosing to see myself whole. Still choosing to see myself worthy. Still giving up the victim mentality. Still willing to face that.
Yeah.
And remind myself of the new concept. I'm not a victim. I'm not a villain, but I'm victorious. I'm worthy in my reality. And you are too. Everything and every way I see myself, I'm going to choose to see you as well, byproduct. And it's not even going to be hard. Because when I see myself, when I love myself, when I accept myself, the outward expression of love is byproduct. It is automatic that I get to love in the exact same manner that I love myself. So we encourage every single person, all of 2024, listen, we're literally going to create a new heaven and a new earth, starting with our thinking and continuing into our heart, our soul, doing the healing, doing the self-healing, the self-reflection, and the self-acceptance.
Yes.
And then we're going to now start to create new concepts, letting go of those old concepts that was not helping serve in our high vibrational realities.
Right.
we're going to be able to let those go easy, because now we're going to all collectively go within ourselves, connect to the divine, connect to the source, connect to our creativity, connect to our intuition, and we're going to create these new concepts, and we're going to build a new earth and a new heaven and a new thinking, and we're going to collectively lock arms, and we're going to see what the new heaven and a new earth is all about, because we're going to do the work ourselves, yo. We're not waiting on a sky to crack no more.
No.
We're not waiting on a limousine for some guy to get out and say, hey, I've arrived, guys, to come and save you. We are the kingdom of God. We are the second coming of Christ. This is our time now to come in within ourselves and actually change the heaven of our thinking and the earthly of our actually experiencing here in our body. And we're going to now usher in a new heaven and a new earth. The one that John seen coming down, a new heaven and a new earth, dressed like a bride adorned for his groom. Is, yeah, like, this is it, yo. This is it. This is it. This is our time to now create the new heaven and a new earth that we've been wanting to, starting with ourselves.
Yes.
And when the vibrational frequency just gets too high, then reality starts to, it has no choice but to change. That's no choice but to change. It's not about like a whole another big old ball of earth coming down. It's not, it don't have nothing to do with that. It is just our thinking. It is our heart. It's our soul, yo. Once we change, everything outside of us changes.
Yeah, the interchange is it's like the blueprint for the outer.
Yeah.
You're going to begin to see it all fall in line.
Everything's gonna
manifests.
fall in line. Yeah. Yeah.
From the inside out.
So yeah, keep you guys in mind that like everything starts with you. Everything starts with you. So keep in mind, everything starts with you. Love is a choice that you get to tap into of awareness of oneself and realize that this is what I am.
Yes.
This is what I am. And even in this reality is an experience. The life that you are creating for yourself, you exist outside of this dimension of thinking. You exist in a higher vibrational thinking. But love is the highest form of vibration that one can enter at will if they choose to accept themselves in whatever state that they are in. I don't care whatever state that I have been in, and I've been in a lot of states. I'm going to accept myself at all costs, not just for myself, more importantly, but for all. Because I am all, and all is I. And this is where we rise up. And this is where we come together as we do our inner work. And we just spread the exact same love and the exact same light. And we just watch it in a domino effect change the entire world. And that is how we usher in a new heaven and a new earth filled with love. That is the whole 5-dimensional reality where love exists and fear can't anymore. And fear is not the bad guy. Fear was just a message that kept coming to you, letting you know what needs to take place. But when fear is no longer needed, then that is when the new heaven and new earth can vibrate at its highest peak, because the lower vibration of fear, it is no longer necessary. We've graduated. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I have. You have anything left?
No, that
Yeah.
was good.
I mean, yeah, guys, we love you and we appreciate you. And listen, I love you. I love my wife. She's helped me so much, yo. Like, seriously, yo. Like, my wife has been a rock for me, yo. Real talk. You know, when your car gets stuck and you got to put a rock behind it so it don't keep moving backwards. Like, seriously, she's been like that support for me, man. And I definitely appreciate her. I appreciate her kindness. I appreciate her patience. I appreciate her support, her pushing me. I was in a really like tough spot with myself, man, and she knew this, and she definitely, she definitely been like seriously the version of myself that I needed most, and I definitely appreciate her for that. And I'm, no,
He's
no,
saying
I'm
that,
serious.
but
I will bite your thumb. I'm so serious. I'm serious, dude.
he knows that's exactly how I feel about him.
No, it's mutual though, like real
Yeah,
talk.
it
It's,
is.
but I'm serious though, like I'm serious. But we love you guys, and thanks for everything, and just keep doing the work, yo. No matter what. No matter what. I told someone today, really quick. I told someone today I appreciated them because they were trying to help me with this like almost 6, 7 years ago, yo.
Mm.
Um, and even reminding me, and I just again was just like, bro, I don't got no problem, bro. Like, you must want to got the problem, you projector. Like, that's how I was. But man, they seen something that I just didn't see, and I refused to see. But now that I see it, it's just like, yo, man, I ain't letting this flame dim again. Next time, I'm like, nah, next time you see me, yo, I'm just gonna be a big fireball, bro, and I'm gonna give you the biggest hug. Seriously. But yeah, we definitely I appreciate my reality, and I'm grateful. I am very, very grateful, and that's one thing that I know that love has helped me started to see is that I can be a lot more grateful and appreciative of my reality if I choose to see it in a different vibration or frequency. Like, yeah, I don't have to. We send ourselves through hell loops. I was sending myself through my own hell loop, yo, and I was the only one in charge to get out of that line.
Yeah.
And I did. And I'm seeing myself at times still healing and dealing with certain things. And I'm just like, okay, well, now I just take my time and navigate. And now I see I see how this was serving me, and it's not really serving me in my highest timeline and my highest divine self. So you know what? All right, thank you for showing me what you showing me. This is the good that came out of it. Now I'm going to create a new concept, and I'm going to let you go. Thank you for serving me as best as you could. And you were the message that I just did. I was just ignoring. But thank you for getting my attention finally. And so that's how my reality is daily. Seriously, daily.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for me. Other than that, yo, we appreciate it. And until next time,
Yes.
stay can, folks.